Ladies and gentlemen, this is Marvin Miller speaking to you from Hollywood on Red Skelton's farewell show. Ozzie Nelson and his orchestra open the...
Hi, welcome back to Classic Film Corner. Today I'm going to check out this Reddit post that I saw on the Old Hollywood subreddit. I kind of want to take some of these posts and dissect them and see if they're true and look at comments and the conversation that's happening on these threads. If you have any that you would like to see be discussed and dissected, put them in the comments and I'd love to check them out. So today we're going to dive into a fascinating piece of Hollywood history, uncovering the truth behind this Reddit post about Red Skelton. And the story begins in 1944 when Private Red Skelton reported for duty in Alabama. My dog is making some weird noises. Yeah, you kid. So why was this top-rated radio star forced to leave his show and join the army? And what happened to him during his service? Let's find out. So I want to start with reading this Reddit post. It was posted by The Wall Breakers 2017, and they said, June 13th, 1944, Private Red Skelton arrives at Camp Seibert, in Alabama. Red was forced to give up his top-rated radio show and not allowed to join the Special Services branch for entertainers. He later had a nervous breakdown. More info below. And this person kind of goes into what happened and a little bit about his loss of the marriage deferment because he had just gotten divorced, and they share his last radio program, which was on D-Day, and all those links will be below for you to check out. One of the comments is by Esposito Joe. Esposito Joe. Wow. Esposito Joe, that wasn't very smart of the army. I own a couple of original Skelton oil paintings of clowns, of course. I want to dive into that comment as well about his clown paintings, which are, to me, pretty terrifying since I'm not a fan of clowns. But makes sense that he would paint clowns. Let's start with a little background information on Red Skelton. He was born in 1913 in Vincennes, Indiana. He's a fellow Hoosier. He was born in Indiana, too, and left, just like everyone tends to do. No offense to fellow Hoosiers. He was a natural-born entertainer and performed in vaudeville before he moved on to radio and film and eventually television. His big break came with his radio show, The Red Skelton Show, which debuted in 1941. So, despite initial skepticism from critics who doubted that a pantomimist could succeed on radio, his show quickly became a massive hit, and he had more than 25 million listeners tuning in. More than 25 million listeners tuned in for his show. He was known for his incredible range of characters. Some of the most famous were Junior, the Mean Whittle Kid, and Freddie the Freeloader, which I think you see a lot in his later paintings. But his comedic timing and ability to create vivid, humorous personas made him a beloved figure in American entertainment. So getting into this post a little bit, that piqued my interest. According to the post, Red Skelton was drafted into the Army in 1944 after his divorce nullified his marriage deferment. And his final radio show was on D-Day, 1944, before he left for World War II. And despite efforts from MGM and his radio sponsor, Raleigh Cigarettes, to intervene, Skelton was inducted to as a private, and initially he was denied entry to the Special Service branch for entertainers, and that is something that this post touches on. His last radio broadcast before leaving for the war was indeed on D-Day. The show was shortened, and it was a poignant moment for the millions of listeners. The post mentions that he eventually suffered a nervous breakdown in Italy from overperforming, and he had to be hospitalized for 3 months before his discharge in September of 1945. So let's fact check this. Skelton was indeed drafted after his divorce, which voided the deferment he was trying to get. His final radio show took place on D-Day, and that's all confirmed with historical records, easy to find. After joining the Army, he did face initial rejection from the Special Services, but was later transferred. I mean, he's undeniable talent in entertaining the troops. He was eventually moved to that Special Service branch for entertainers. His time in the Army wasn't easy. He worked tirelessly to boost the morales of servicemen and performed countless shows across Europe. And the relentless schedule, which was probably way worse than his very intense schedule he already had, it did lead to a nervous breakdown in Italy, where he was hospitalized for 3 months. And after his recovery, he continued to serve until his discharge in September of 1945. So he wasn't in the Army that long, but his time did take a huge toll on him. And I mean, imagine being in the location where all these atrocities are taking place and seeing cities being destroyed and history being destroyed, and having to put on this happy face and be a morale booster for all the troops had to have been very taxing emotionally and physically. Beyond his performances, Red Skelton was also a talented artist known for painting clowns. This aspect of his life maybe is less known, but equally fascinating, I think. He began painting seriously in the 1940s after his wife had given him her supplies from when she went to art school. And he painted over 1,000 clowns, and there's a lot out there. I was looking on eBay, a lot for sale. They're mostly lithographs, which he had several editions of each painting copied in lithographs, and that was a way for him to make a lot of extra cash, and he made a lot of cash. It is said that maybe he made more with his art than he did with his performing. Each of the original paintings were going for $80,000 last I read on just Wikipedia, so take that with a grain of salt. Those paintings really did reflect a deep connection to his comedy roots and his ability to find that humor and pathos in the same breath. Hi, lady. Hi. Hello, dog. I know, hi. Oh my goodness. Okay, so owning a Skelton painting is a cherished possession for most people today. There's a whole thing online with the paintings. I had no idea. And as a fellow art student, I had a good time looking at these paintings. And yeah. So the paintings I found, boy, these are terrifying to look at. I had a really hard time looking at these. There's this one with, kind of looks like Carol Burnett, honestly. Nice painted nails, so Maybe he did paint some friends. I didn't look too deep into it, honestly. Sad American clowns. Very patriotic, but very sad at the same time. I really like this one because of the very alarmed looking cat. I feel the exact same way as this cat looking at these paintings, so. And I'm not sure why the hat is, it's got a, oh, it looked like it was melting, but it's actually like notches in the hat because it's all tattered. Okay. This kind of looks like one of his characters though. Well, this one has a holly plant on the hat, so, and my name is Holly, so I should be attracted to this painting, but I'm really not feeling him. A sad clown in jail. Got one little light bulb in the back. Maybe not the brightest idea. And oh boy, this one's different than the others, a little wild. We don't love the cultural appropriation, but you know, a Native American clown, who knows? Sure. This one's strange. Revolutionary guy and locked up. Very sad about it. Got a nice scarf though. Staying warm in the summertime, I guess. This one, the holly leaf. I'm not sure what the. I need to do like a deep dive into what that means, but the eyes in this one, it's kind of like giving the cat again, but I really hate clowns. These were really hard to look at. I don't know why I picked this particular post, but you know, to make myself go out of my comfort zone, I guess. So yeah, I'm gonna move on from the paintings, but that is very true. I mean, this person probably does have a lithograph or some actual paintings. If they do, they've got some potential gold on their hands. So back to a little bit of Red Skelton's bio. Lady, making weird noises. So Red Skelton's service in World War II had a very profound effect on him, like most men in World War II. But he did return back to his career when he got back to the US and continued bringing laughter to millions and more through his television show eventually, which ran for an impressive 20 years and a huge part of early television. Oh my gosh, he's shedding so much. I know you're shedding. Okay. His dedication to entertaining troops and civilians cemented his legacy in America and as one of the greatest comedians. And he still inspires a lot of people to this day. So mainly what I uncovered today was a little bit about his breakdown. It was because he was overperforming and exhausted, probably just pure exhaustion. It's all true. The clowns are true. I didn't want that to be true. But it's interesting because hi, you got a toy. Okay. My dog's wanting to become part of this video. Okay, lady, stop. Hey, stop. Oh my goodness. So, I can't right now, just give me a minute. So the Reddit post took me into a new old Hollywood comedian, actor, vaudevillian. He is not someone I know a lot about, so it was kind of interesting getting a little mini bio, looking into that, not knowing about his service. Thank you to the Wall Breakers 2017. Thank you, OP. That was a fun little mini deep dive. And Thanks for joining me today, looking at these fun Reddit posts. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Do you have any fascinating stories you want to learn a little more about and you don't have time to do the research? I guess I'll volunteer. And if you see any good Reddit posts that you want to share that are just bizarre or interesting facts about the past in old Hollywood, please let me know. Until next time, thank you for tuning in today. And please check out in the description, I have some links to some of the places I got some stuff, and if you want to do more diving into Red Skelton's life. Thank you. See you next time. All right, lady. Here you go. Now you don't want to play. Go get it.